ancient fan. I am a long fan of Victorinox products. In fact, when I first started going with and loving Swiss Army knives, it was the only Swiss Army knife I knew about. I don't know exactly the vintage of this, but I think it is one of the older manufacturers, and much of which came along later were copies of it. In any case, this is one I bought about a year and a half, 2 years ago. It's one of the larger ones I've ever had. When I was a kid, there was a movie that came out called The Double MacGuffin, and this kid in this movie, I don't know why I'd always focus on it, I've always been a knife fan, had a multi-tool or Swiss Army knife about the size of my palm here as I'm holding it. Not this one, it was about this size. It was really cool, and I think that, and I really love that. I already had a Swiss Army knife, and I think that's why I keep getting bigger ones and bigger ones. They have a huge one that costs a ridiculous amount of money. I don't know if I'll ever get that. It might end up being a gift, or maybe that my annual gift to myself on Christmas is, might be that one of these days. Anyway, I bought this other Victorinox knife. It's in the Swiss Army tradition, but a much larger knife. It's a textured sort of composite plastic feel here rather than the slick feel of the of this one. I also have another small one. I think my mom bought that for me when I was, oh God, I must have been 14 years old. That thing is over 40 years old. Huh. Gotta find that thing. In fact, I'll put a link. I think I have a video on either on this channel or my other channel. I'll put a link to that knife in the video and the reminiscence right above here, so you can take a look at it. In any case, this one is this is my old one. I also did a review on this one, I believe, and I will also put a link to that. This one I like basically because of the size of the knife. This is the size of the knife on the small one. This is the size of the knife on the larger one. I've got to sharpen this too. Anyway, basically what this can double as a kitchen knife to some degree, and it is, like I said, a very nice pocket knife. Now, like I said, it's nothing like the original Victorinox. It's a lock blade, so you do have a little button or slide in the back here, and you can just pull it down and then you lock in place. It has a few good set of tools, some a little bit different than the original. This one basically has a very, very tiny set of pliers. Here it has the traditional bottle opener. Over here, a can opener in effect. And so it's basically, here we go. Let's pop this one up here. And scissors. So it doesn't have the large amount of tools this one has got. This one even has my old one here even has a compass on it, which is pretty cool. In any case, this is the one that I really like this because it is just the right size. I'm sort of getting combo type things. And this would actually double somewhat as a kitchen knife because of its size. Not that you couldn't use this as well, but I'd like a longer knife when I'm cutting things, so I don't have to just chip on it or make double cuts to get everything done, and that will work pretty well. And this is I'll put a link to it down below. Like I said, it's a nice looking little knife. And it's a bigger knife, a much bigger knife than the other Victorinox products I own. Victorinox make a host of different size things, so that's not unusual, but it's just not the Victorinox that I'm most familiar with. So I really did like this one, and I really do like it still. And it, like I said, it goes in there as a double implement. This is a basic cutting implement like other knives. In fact, this knife is almost long enough. Yeah, it's only about 3 inches long. Maybe 3.5 inches long, so it's a good length blade, 5 5¼ inch or 5-inch, 5.5-inch blades are the limit in my area. There are actually areas in Texas. I believe I was told in San Antonio that the knife is supposed to be 3.5 inches at max. That's ridiculous in my opinion. In any case, I want to give you a quick look at that. It's going to be going wherever I go next, as will this one. I'm just a big Victorinox fan, so if I buy them, they're going with me. In any case, I just want to give you a quick look at that, and we will have something new coming. I've got some other oddball multi-tools, including a household multi-tool, and we'll talk about that when it gets around. In case, I will talk to you later. You have a wonderful day.